For the Story, the podcast that's at a cosplay convention and scared for its life. My name's Avery.
And I'm Ash. This week, we watched Citizen Kane.
No. It's definitely not that.
We watched another amazing movie. We watched Barely Lethal.
Barely a movie. I like to think of it. This was a pretty bad movie, man.
You're welcome. Hey, Avery, I have a question.
All right, what's your question?
Do you like chickpeas?
Chickpeas? Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel really one way or the other. Why?
Do you think it would taste good to eat, like, I don't know, like a stracciatella gelato off of a chickpea?
A stracciatella gelato?
Yeah. Gelato. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. Like a gelato that's made with chickpeas? Is that what you're offering me?
No. I'm just saying, like, there was like a chickpea laying on the ground. Would you eat stracciatella, which is an Italian chocolate chip and sweet cream gelato, off of that chickpea? I think I would.
Off of the chickpea? Yeah. Aren't chickpeas like really little?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it's on the ground, did the gelato touch the ground? I mean, if it did, I think I'd probably still eat
a lot of it. You're a freak. You're a monster. Okay. That is a joke I won't explain to you.
I realize I don't even know why I asked. No, explain the joke to me. I want to know now.
All right.
Let's hear it.
When a man and a woman love each other very much, Avery, they'll do something called a 99.
A 99?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a W9.
That's their taxes.
No, Avery. You're from Texas. This has now become a Marx Brothers bit.
And welcome to the show. So, Ash, have you seen anything recently that piques your interest?
I tried to watch 10.
10?
Yeah.
What's
it's a
that?
New post-apocalyptic film from Netflix.
Oh, the flicks, as the kids call it.
Because net is also, it's Latin for the.
The flicks.
So when you're saying I'm surfing the net, you're saying I'm surfing the. It's like ATM machine. It's a very, you're dumb.
Like, it's technically not wrong, but it's definitely not right.
Yeah, so that wasn't great. I watched the documentary about the Fire Festival. I forget what it's called.
Oh, dude, I just watched that today too.
Yeah.
I was going to bring that up myself.
Ja Rule.
Dude, that was crazy. Yeah, Ja Rule. My favorite part was when the one girl in the meeting at the end was just like, isn't all this fraud? And Ja Rule was like, it's definitely not fraud. I like to think of it more like false advertising, which is just kind of like fraud. It's like, what do you mean? Yes, that's fraud. This was all fraud. Dude, that was insane. And it was crazy. I think my favorite part...
when the fake tweets came out that Ja Rule was like, yeah, fuck these rich kids. And I was like, oh, yeah, this guy's awesome. But it turns out he's just also an asshole.
Yeah. I liked when, like, after he got out on bail for the whole Fire Festival thing, he just started scamming people again.
Like Soulja Boy.
He just went right back to it. Like Soulja Boy?
He made
Soulja Boy got scammed?
No, he scammed someone. He made like a fake video game console called like the Soulja Ball or something dumb like that. 21 Savage is fucking British. That's like the biggest twist of the week, man. That's fucking
Wait,
crazy.
like, is he actually British? I think I saw like a little clip about that.
So,
like, he was British the whole time?
Yeah, no, like he got detained by ICE for being a British national.
Oh.
Like the Atlanta rapper, if you want to call it that, because he's fucking terrible at what he does. But yeah, he's like British and it's all a persona. And I really want to hear him say, it's a knife. It's a knife.
Interesting. So he's been British this whole time. What a liar. Yeah. What has he done? How do you just do that? How do you like set up a persona?
M. Night Shyamalan, right? Ask this guy how to end Glass.
Right?
This guy knows how to fucking make a twist ending. Jesus shit.
You know what? And also, maybe 21 Savage just has multiple personalities.
Oh my god, maybe he has 21 personalities.
21? I was hoping you were going to get that. Yes!
And
he has 21 different savage personalities.
Well, only one of them is technically the savage. The rest of them
There's
worship
also
the savage, and they're called the Alliance.
There's 22 British. They're called the Alliance.
Because of the Horde. You get it? Because World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. We figured it out. We're coming for you. 21.
21.
Man.
That's his thing. He says 21.
So, yeah, there's the twist of the week. So, Fire Festival, we did it.
And then
the entire time I was like watching that, I just kept thinking about like these dumb white kids. Like, of course these people are paying for this shit, and of course it's a scam. Yeah. Like, if you don't know anything about it, it's just like it was so overpromised. It was so clearly like fucking fake. Like the videos that they shot at the beginning with like all the models like hanging out. It's just like, that's not going to be there. This already happened.
It was the music festival equivalent of the guy who tells you about how like consulting is great before a YouTube video. And everyone's like, yeah, I'm going to become an influencer. It's going to be great.
Yeah. It's just, they're so like, it's the dumbest like shit like that people fell for in that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like, why do people seek that out? Is it because they have money? And they're just like, I want to go to this rich people festival.
It was kind of boys going like, boobs, girls, bikinis,
$4,000. And then people were buying like $50,000 villas that just didn't exist.
It's like, it's like when people like come to the United States for medical care when their country technically has better medical care, but they're like, but it's more expensive, so it's better, right? And then it's like,
yeah,
no.
And then it's just not.
You've died from
so
complications. Sorry.
Yeah.
I also tried to watch The Incredibles 2, and I just realized I'm not interested. I'm just not.
Oh, I just wasn't from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, I love The Incredibles.
Really don't have any interest in seeing that.
But
I saw it so long ago, and I liked it when I was a kid. I don't remember it like sticking in my mind.
Yeah.
So I feel like probably watching a sequel is a little unnecessary. Kind of like the sequel to Zoolander.
The sequel starts with like the last scene where the Underminer comes out from under the ground. It's like, what the fuck? Just give me a flash
I don't even
forward.
remember that.
Yeah, there's like a mole guy with a drill, and he's like, I'm the Underminer.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
What a bummer.
Yeah. And the new season of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is not as good, so.
Oh, really? You know, I saw that there were new episodes. Didn't watch that either. I really liked the first season of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
I like the first two.
And I tried to watch the second one, and I couldn't get into that one either.
It's kind of a
I was like, this isn't for me anymore.
Yeah, it's a formula from 30 Rock, and it just doesn't work anymore.
Kinda, yeah. It's almost like it's the same writers. It's another Tina Fey written one, right?
And it has
like, and it seems like she definitely went for the same kind of vibe, but with a little bit more like diverse of a cast and a more unique concept, which I thought was kind of cool. And then it kind of wore thin.
Yeah, and like now it's like they like they're like it's you could tell that Tina Fey's aging out of comedy because they're like super reaching. They had this whole thing about like how like older women are now getting all the young guys because like they don't want to get Me Too'd, and I'm like, this seems in poor taste.
Yeah, that's really strange. I don't understand how that makes sense either.
Well, because they have older sensibilities, and all the women their age are like, help, because basically they're like, yeah, because every woman who ever says she was raped is lying, and I'm like, Tina Fey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, that definitely feels a little.
Yeah, and then I want to watch the new Carmen San Diego show. Oh, and Velvet Buzzsaw. I gotta watch that too.
Oh, who told me? I think Sid told me she started to watch Velvet Buzzsaw. What's that one about?
I don't know, but Jake Gyllenhaal looks gorgeous.
All right, that's great. That's all I need to know.
Oh, it's like a, I don't know. I have no idea, but it looks like the aesthetic's really like horror Wes Anderson-y.
Okay.
That's how it feels, but I don't know.
That's an odd smashing together of two things.
Yeah, it feels
horror
like
and Wes Anderson.
Eternal spotlight of, Eternal Sunshine.
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That movie is that's a tongue twister.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know how to describe the aesthetic. The aesthetic looks really cool, though. I'm into it.
Okay. That's another Netflix guy, right?
Yep. Jake
Interesting.
Gyllenhaal.
Interesting. Jake Gyllenhaal himself. Interesting. All right. So that's some new stuff we got coming your way. We got some other interesting stuff for the rest of the month. We announced our picks, or Asher's picks, really.
Yeah. Well, you gave yours up so your lady friend could have a choice.
Just things fine.
Yeah.
Did we already announced that, right? We're doing the True Romance super sexy Valentine's Day extravaganza. Maybe that last word is not what I'm going for.
Hey, Avery, have you found a girl to take to the True Romance podcast yet?
Oh man.
Do you not like?
Yikes.
I hate that character.
Yeah,
The character's terrible.
I already don't like that. Let's kill that character off.
Oh, God.
Didn't make it to the next episode. It's gonna be interesting. So we got our dates.
Oh, we do.
Mine's
hotter.
We're gonna get them some gifts. It's gonna be great. We're gonna wine and dine. It's a whole podcast about the movie True Romance, and
Which I haven't watched yet. It
out.
might not be romantic at all, for all I know.
It's I don't know.
cute.
It's not bad. And Sid really likes that movie. So it's gonna be like, we'll talk about one of her favorites, which will be interesting. So you can like tear her down.
No, because I like Sid. Sid's great. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah.
When will I stop being your punching bag, Ash?
One of these days, fucker. So fucking Barely Lethal, man.
All right, let's get into this. What were your
It's more like barely a movie.
Yeah, you already made that joke. I feel like 7 times.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna keep doing it. My expectations, Ash, not high. Man, I knew, like, I already knew that this was gonna be terrible. You've been hyping it up on like every episode since like June.
It's been like behind the mic though. I've been like, dude, we gotta watch Barely Lethal at some point.
Yeah, I'm glad you just like used like some of your power here and just like forced it.
I'm very down.
I'm just gonna ram this one through, ram it down the pipe.
Can you make that sound less gross, please?
We're ramming this episode down the pipe. Cram it in. Sorry, I'm not doing anything good.
I don't like this character.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna keep moving on. My expectations, dude, like all-star cast.
It's like incredible how like these people ended up in the same movie.
And none of them deliver a good performance.
Okay.
Not even Samuel L. Jackson is an entertaining actor to watch in this movie. And he's definitely the best part of this movie.
Even
but
when he's yelling at the kids, because I'm pretty sure that's great.
Like the thing is that he's doing that thing where he's just always yelling. It's almost as if like the director was just like, just do that Sam Jackson thing when you yell the whole time. And he's not like in it a ton. I don't know. It's weird. Like, and Steve-O's in this? Like, why is Steve-O in this? And he's supposed to be like a Mexican.
Yeah. Well, his name's Pedro. They're white Mexicans. They're descended from Spaniards, Avery. Come on now.
Yeah, and they live like mostly like near Mexico City. Like Louis C.K. Before he was a public masturbator, he was a Mexican.
Well, I don't like that sentence. It's just not good. We have a couple like, and then you also have Dan Fogler, who we've seen in Fantastic Beasts, Grimnaz, Big Old Dick, and
Crimes of Grundle, man.
And Rob Hubel, he plays the dad of the kid.
The what? I don't even remember this guy.
Rob Hubel. He was like in.
The dad of the like
dorky.
Okay.
Kid. Yeah, he was like.
Who's like always saying uncomfortable. Yeah.
He was at Children's Hospital, and maybe what else was he in? He was like a sex addict in some show. What show?
Oh, weird.
God damn.
I haven't seen any of these.
League. Do you ever watch The League?
No, I never watched The League.
The League's actually like surprisingly good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about fantasy football, but it's like, it's not what you think. Like everyone, I'm like, oh, it's about fantasy football. And they're like, and I'm like, yeah, me too. Oh, you ever watch Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal, the movie? Have you seen that?
Really?
Funny or Die?
No.
It's fucking Johnny Depp in so many prosthetics as Donald Trump.
Really?
not even fucking
Why Johnny Depp?
I
Ew.
know. And Ron
The
Howard.
Art of the Deal, the movie.
Oh no. Water everywhere.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. I think we're okay.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
Who?
The Art of the Deal, the movie.
It's so funny.
Oh my God. That's Johnny Depp.
Yeah, isn't that terrifying?
Yeah.
And it's fucking Funny or Die, so it's a great.
Oh my God. It's actually, parts of it look pretty good.
God damn it. It was a joke recommendation. You've ruined everything.
I'm going to watch this.
All right. You're totally, yeah. I mean, good luck. It's hard. It's really hard to watch.
The best Donald Trump ever put on screen except for me.
You've never been
Trust
on
me, I would
anyone's
know.
screen. Avery. So
Okay.
my expectations were barely lethal.
Okay.
Don't remember finishing it.
You don't remember finishing it?
I don't think I finished it. I think I fell asleep because we started watching it, Spencer and I, maybe 12:30, and I'm not a late stayer-upper like you.
Oh, yeah, I definitely am a stayer-upper.
So I think we made it about like half an hour through before I fell asleep, and I actually didn't know it got a lot worse.
So, like, honestly, that's exactly what happened to me. The first time I tried to watch this movie, I decided to start watching it at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Big mistake. If you're putting on a movie at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, unless you're in a theater, and sometimes even if you're in a theater, you're going to fall asleep halfway through.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah. And it was a great nap. I woke up and like some like murder serial killer show was on. I was like, oh, this is weird. This movie got good. It got real good.
I'm trying to find your texts about this movie because they're pretty great.
Let's see. Let's scroll back.
This is like ways back. You started this.
So, buddy mine. No, that's not. That
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Where should we start it? Okay. You were making fun of the movie. I said, "Hey, this is my favorite movie. You piece of shit. I bet you I can love this movie more than you sick fuck." False. I don't know if I can do this. It's just such a quick turnaround. That's how I felt. That's how Daredevil felt. So laugh it up, fuzzball. This movie a Disney Channel movie or something? It's like they wanted to make a secret agent movie.
Yeah,
They didn't have the budget, so they made a high school movie. And I'm like, except for all the incredible actors in this, has the teacher been trying to fuck the boy yet? I don't think I saw that yet. The fat male teacher? Yeah, he's trying to fuck that kid. Pedro's white? Oh my God, Pedro's Steve-O. Isn't it amazing? She's drunk. Who?
I don't even know what I was referring to.
Yeah, at that point, I think. Like, and it's like you said you fell asleep, and I booed you, and you said it was a defense mechanism, and I said from the beginning again, and I said, oh, the teacher that's trying to fuck the kid is Kowalski from Grundle's Walls, and you said Gesundheit.
Oh, that's what you were trying to. Okay. Because from Grundle Walls, I was like, what?
There's so many insane things. Okay, so can you give me a short synopsis of what this movie is about, Avery?
Yeah, let's do it. So basically, how does this start?
It
starts out. Yeah, they're small children. They're orphans. Like all these young girls. So Sam Jackson scoops them up and turns them into living weapons. There's like a training montage where she gets older and like she's fighting this red-haired girl from like the time they were 5. And then the story starts. Okay. So you're just thrust right into it. And then you find out that Jessica Alba is like a secret agent lady.
She's a bad guy, though.
Yeah, she's a bad guy. And so our main girl has to go and like capture her, and Jessica Alba just looks like a soccer mom and like walks up and she's just like, hey, how you guys doing? And then our main lady number 83, I think is her name,
or Megan Walsh or Haley Steinfeld, those all work.
Acceptable. Okay. gets back at her, like punches her in the face or something in like the easiest escape ever, and somehow handcuffs her to a plane.
Absolutely, of course.
Yeah, and the plane is going away, and
I like how
she cuts.
I asked you for a quick synopsis, and you're like, "I'm going to describe every scene real quick."
and then she cuts the handcuffs off and falls into the water. Not Jessica Alba, the other girl, and then she's in high school.
Okay.
Somehow she just signs up to be a Canadian exchange student, and then she's in high school now, and so there you go. That's how you get into high school. And now she lives with Topher Grace and his family, but Topher Grace is gone.
Okay, in one of the best twists of any modern movie, this is 21 Savage level shit. She looks up families online on a website where she just clicks like adopt
just,
me.
Like look around. She just Googles families because you could just do that. She's like families to move in with.
It's like a it's like a bad search engine. And she looks up and she finds a family, and it's this photoshopped photo of fucking Topher Grace into this family with like a fake mustache.
Fake mustache.
And he's never in the movie. He's
So the rest of
never
the movie,
in the
he's not
fucking
there.
movie.
And she's just like, I like this family, and just moves in with them.
She's like, shit, is that Topher Grace? Yeah, I'm living with him.
She's like, hell yeah.
I saw him in
I'm
Bring
moving
It
into
On.
that house. I saw him in that 70s show.
Yeah, because she was like watching
And-
like chick flicks. Like,
Is that Venom?
oh my god, my favorite
Yeah.
Venom.
Yeah. Just like, what? And then she struggles with being a secret agent on the run and getting a date to the prom.
Yeah, because she's really torn between Roger and Cash, because there's a kid named Cash.
Cash. And he keeps saying nickel.
Yeah, yo, that's Nickel.
Yeah, that's what he says. That's his thing. He's just like, so nickel.
And
And she keeps saying like all this crazy serial killer shit. Like they're like hanging out and like just playing like Call of Duty or something. And she's just like, this would never work. In reality, you need to set up a tripwire and then cut their eyeballs out. And, like all this
whoa.
fucking fucked up shit.
I don't think
He's
there's
like,
a button
nickel.
for that. Nickel.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
It's just like way to like hide. And she like beats up. I think
best
my
part.
favorite fight scene is when like the like neighboring school kids like come to like kidnap her because she's the mascot.
tries out to be
and
the
it's
mascot.
clearly a stunt double inside the mascot costume. It's just like a fully grown man inside this, and she like supposedly beats up these like other kids. It's fucking weird.
Like, he throws a fucking fake axe at them, and everyone's like, actual fuck.
Like during like band practice, she does this.
It's insane. Oh,
Yeah.
because like there are
Man.
mean girls who are trying to convince her to like, oh yeah, like you should be the mascot because like everyone loves the mascot, and she's like,
Especially Cash.
Cash loves the mascot.
Does that come back into play? Is she the mascot ever again for the rest of the movie?
You know, they just wanted a scene where like
So it's just
we
they just wanted a scene because they wanted to put a fully grown man inside a mascot
we
costume and
hired
pretend
this
it's her.
former NBA player to be a stunt double. What are we gonna fucking do?
It's like the mascot doesn't have arms and it's these giant tattooed muscular biceps. That's her.
Her abs kind of pop out during the
Yeah.
flip. It's like, wait a second, why are they hairy?
Cool.
But yeah, so
So-
she's dealing with that. But then someone's coming to steal her man. It's Sophie Turner, Sansa Stark, and
Oh, is that the red hair girl?
yeah,
Okay, so they go to a party and the red hair girl is just there now.
and she's trying to.
She's
fuck
also
Cash, just
Yeah.
almost as much as that teacher. We'll talk in more detail about why that teacher is trying to fuck Cash. Not why, but in which ways.
So I fell asleep the first time and I tried to figure out where I was when I started it again. And I think I missed something in here. because that girl was just all of a sudden back in the movie. She just like also got a Canadian exchange family or something.
So like,
and just was there.
The whole thing there was she was basically so that was after Steve-O like sparked a car battery at Haley Steinfeld for 7 minutes, while Samuel Jackson said just like fucking drivel. And so basically it was inferred, I don't know in what world it was inferred well, but it was inferred that she was like sent there by the Periphery guys. It's a really weird joke, but they were wearing the Periphery symbol to like go like get in her head, and like she was doing a personal vendetta because number 83 was always better than her.
She's just there. What like there should have been like a little clip where they're like, we need you to go in and get her back, or something like that. But there was none of that. She was really just in the movie again.
If she like,
it was so unclear that like I texted you during this, and I was like, "Is there another red-haired girl, or does this like girl play 2 roles in this movie?" Because this character is just out of nowhere. It was very surprising to me and weird.
Yeah,
but yeah. So I mean, that's that. And then some other stuff happens. They go to a dance.
Homecoming.
Yeah, they go to the homecoming dance.
That teacher tries to fuck Cash some more.
Because Cash is the coolest. Cash is nickel, dude.
Cash. You know what a lot of people are saying about our podcast? So that's pretty nickel.
What? It's pretty nickel.
This episode is so
that's what
nickel,
I've been thinking about it. Like,
it's a 5-cent piece. The most worth the most of all change. The nickel, not the most annoying coin.
So what did you think about our lead actress in this? Because I thought that she did not look like she fit in that role at all. Similarly to Jessica Alba, who appears in this movie again at the end and then says some like typical villain shit, and then the movie's over.
Well, Avery, more primitive thinking humans like yourself would probably go, man.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
This girl's bad at acting, but you probably couldn't figure out the really deep themes in this film, but it was actually a fish out of water story. So the fact that she wasn't believable made her believable.
I just disagree. She just was not.
What, you didn't like it when she went, should I be up at 0700 for the bus or for transport? And the mom's like,
just like you fucking weirdo. It's just like,
is that we talk in Canada? That's not what Haley sounds like.
In Canada. I remember when I started this movie, I was like, how can you just like be an exchange student? Like, I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
She's
like,
white.
Don't you have to be in, right? Like, you have to be in school to be exchanged, right? Like,
yeah.
You can't just sign up. Is she Canadian already? And also, like, she wasn't Canadian, was she?
Does she have fingerprints? I have lots of questions.
Yeah, could be anything.
Oh, and then
like, isn't there some like measure of tracking, or can you just sign up for high school and just lie about everything?
I mean,
you know,
let's give it a try.
Asking for a friend. No.
Asking for a friend. I heard there's this cute guy, Cash. My friend really wants to meet him. I bet he'll sing to him. It's not like a big deal.
With the most annoying, like, I clearly want to try out for American Idol singing voice.
This is going on my audition reel.
Yeah, like he's put that in like an audition tape.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably. He's like, this is my best.
There's also like
my best work yet.
Really forgettable character of Dove Cameron's character, the blonde girl.
Oh, that's right. The sister girl,
the constantly pouting one.
Yeah,
who, like, doesn't like her and like is like really weird. Where she's like, I want to see your shots, or like something weird like that.
She wants to see her what?
Like medical records. When she arrives, she's like trying to hug her. She's like, not till I see that you've had your vaccinations. And I'm like, Jesus.
What an odd thing to say. You say that to everybody? Like, yeah. Fucking psychopath.
Well, I mean, if you're living in Oregon right now, they have a measles epidemic.
Whoa. Yeah. No new friends. I get it.
What? Everyone's favorite son of Oregon, Drake. Just kidding. There's like 2 black people in Portland, and they're not. Neither one of them are Drake.
that I know of.
Yeah, Oregon's got a measles thing. It's almost
And
like
Washington.
if a whole bunch of people don't vaccinate their kids, they get diseases. What a fucking coincidence.
It's crazy.
We don't understand what's going on.
I'm scared and stupid.
What kind of treatments exist for this condition? I bet they feel really stupid right now, or they're just like justifying it, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what's happening. They're
The
like,
government's
well,
mad
at least
because I
my
didn't
son-
get their drugs put in me, so they gave me a disease that is similar to measles.
Yeah,
But
I bet they put this in the chemtrails.
this is in the freaking fluoride in the water.
Yeah, like what's going on? Come on. Like,
Oh, God.
like vaccinate your kids. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, Jeffrey.
yes, you're 2.5 hours in. Like your neighbor telling you that it causes autism doesn't stand up to the hundreds of years, maybe not hundreds, but at least 100 years of medical research.
Yes.
Come on, Jeffrey. Your son Aston is gonna get measles.
Maybe he should
Right?
get measles. Aston. Yeah,
You're gonna get. Come on, your son Skylar is gonna get
Okay,
measles.
I have a friend named Skylar. He has measles.
No, you're kidding, right?
I do have a friend named Skylar.
He now has measles. I just wish measles upon your friend. Sorry, Skylar.
Okay,
Yeah,
so there are a lot
well.
of notable scenes in this movie.
Turning back around. This movie's a lot like measles, if you think about
Yeah,
it.
it's killed children.
Exactly. This movie needs to be vaccinated.
Have you gotten your barely lethal shots 1 and 2? You're not allowed to get the
They're
second one
barely
until
lethal.
you're 8, but it's worth it.
Don't worry, parents. They're only barely lethal. What is like the purpose of the title "Barely Lethal"?
Like
I'm
barely
trying to,
legal,
like, but like, is there something called "Barely Legal"?
yeah, there is a film called Barely Legal.
Oh,
And Barely Legal refers to being just 18. This girl's 14.
Ew. That's a gross callback. Ew.
Yeah, it's real gross.
Who thought that was a good idea?
That's
terrible.
Psychopath, John DeArco.
Is that the name of the director?
Oh, is it Johnny
No, it's Kyle
Darko?
Newman.
This is a guy
Kyle Newman directed
who
this.
mostly did camera and electric department stuff. And then
Get him.
wrote this, and then a bunch of episodes of Trolls The Beat Goes On.
A bunch of episodes of what? I totally didn't. Yeah.
Trolls The Beat Goes On.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, those trolls. Okay.
All right. And so, God, there's so many great things in this movie. I want to talk in great detail about how Kowalski tries to have sex with that kid, because it's like, honestly, one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in a movie.
Are you talking about the saxophones thing?
It's a
beautiful-
trumpet.
Oh, even worse. The most sexual of the instruments.
Yeah, it's a lot of hand cranking and mouth work.
Exactly.
How is that
Nobody knows
sexual?
what that means.
Avery, let's explain it to me.
I don't think you're playing the trumpet right, Ash.
You keep trying to sit
you
on
never
it.
used a trumpet like I have.
No, literally, the majority of this in like a very haphazard metaphor. It takes place in a biology class because she's learning about her body. And
Gross.
yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's the same thing they do in Twilight.
Yeah, it was really similar to that. It's like the same scene.
But like at the end of the class, she's like, "Ugh, cute boy, he has curly hair." Which, by the way, no girls in high school are like, "Curly hair boy, cute." Trust me, that was me.
As curly hair boy, trust me.
And like the teacher walks up, and is like, "Yeah, Cash, we should jam sometime." I play. He's like, "Oh, you play an instrument? That's nickel," or whatever he says. And then he like mocks doing a trombone, and then spanks the child.
Spanks a human child. Like less than 18 years old.
Yep.
Barely legal.
Definitely barely legal.
Right? Definitely barely lethal. Spanks him right on the butt, right on the tuchus.
And then a guy,
Nice
a
little
character
tush
named
tap.
Gooch, tries to spank Haley Steinfeld and she hurts him. And I'm like, this is how all of this should go.
Yeah, that's what should have happened from the get-go. But it's a little undercut by the fact that overage teacher is touching this barely lethal child.
He's absolutely, you can barely tell, but he's lethal for sure.
God, this movie's bizarre, man.
It's an hour and 37 minutes and somehow not worth it. It's incredible.
Like it's short. Like I don't know. Like there was something about it. Like because. Like you said, you fell asleep during this movie, and I also fell asleep. Maybe like there's just something about it that like sends waves to your brain that just puts you right to bed.
I bet there's like a secret message for young women in this movie, and all men get put to sleep, and subsequently we'll never learn what that message is. And if we could, I think we all live in a lot more unity and harmony. I
agree completely.
That's how impactful this movie is.
So where did this movie debut? I'm curious. Is it made for TV?
No, it's a real fucking movie. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it is, dude. This wasn't in theaters, was it? Box office budget was $15 million.
Incredible.
So more than Split.
But less than American Psycho 2.
Exactly. More than Split, less than American Psycho 2. Less than Glass 2.
Better twist ending, though.
Yeah.
You get stabbed with a corn dog.
The corn dog. I was like, what the fuck happened? Because at first I thought like this little blonde girl stabs the red-haired girl with like, it looks like she grabs a knife, and then our hero Haley Steinfeld is like, put the corn dog down, Casey, or whatever her name is. And it's like, wait, she stabbed her with a corn dog? You can't stab someone with a corn dog. Like, be more clear. Very, very weird. This was after the red-haired girl tried to get him at the homecoming. She tracked him down and spent too long doing her villain monologue. Like, you're never gonna live this one down, bitch. And has like a knife. Like, she's gonna actually kill her.
My favorite
pretty
part
fucked up.
was these two just like gorgeous young women in the hall calling each other cottage cheese thighs. At one point, one of them went fucking P90X bitch, and the other one goes P90 extra large bitch. I'm like, Sophie Turner looks ill. She is so skinny.
Yeah.
Like, what is this teaching our youth?
Yeah.
It was
That's
weird.
the little blonde girl, right? Yeah, she's tiny.
No, the redhead.
Oh, yeah, it is. You're right.
Yeah. And also the scene where they're getting ready to fight and Sophie Turner is taking off her shoes with a leg double, and it's like, all right, number one, you're wearing a dress right now. You really should, like, that's not an appropriate position.
Yeah.
And number two, those aren't your legs. They're a different color than your skin.
Yeah, what if they were like really like beefy muscular legs from doing P90X?
Well, actually, Avery, yeah, P90 extra large.
She's going for those P90 extra large calves.
Hashtag dad calves.
Find us at hashtag dad calves. What else about this movie? What is there? There's more stuff. What happens? They go back to the girl's house, and then Jessica Alba's there.
She's like, I was the first periphery child.
Yeah, I was the first one. I was number one. You could call me that. And then Samuel L. Jackson just appears and saves the day. Like, they fight, and then it's over. And she shoots Jessica Alba with a tranquilizer dart. And she's an international criminal and should be locked up, but he just shoots her with a tranquilizer dart.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is it. The movie's over. And then he's like, because they have this thing about not having attachments because they're supposed to be like hardened murderers, right?
Yeah.
And like he has this thing about how like, I guess you can have attachments, you know, and then lets him go to the dance.
Yeah, it's real weird. It's like, okay.
Yeah. So now like they're allowed to do both. She's allowed to be a secret agent and go to dances, I guess.
And she can talk about boys. And she like picks up a boy with an overprotected father in a helicopter, and she gets the good boy, not the douchey guy. He's busy singing to that teacher at the dance.
Yeah, he's busy falling in love with an
older man.
The P90 extra large teacher.
Yeah. Who's wearing I think it was like a Guns N' Roses shirt that had been cut into a V-neck and is way too small. Where's Cash?
Cool. Cool. Nickel,
absolutely nickel.
How about the kid who's like, I'm a ninja, and then at the end somehow has a fucking hand grenade?
It's also the kid who said the wonderful line, "Hey, I know a poop when I see one."
That's terrible. Really?
Yeah,
I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
Like, why would he know like better than anyone else? Right? Where did he get a hand grenade?
Listen.
Like, I completely missed this kid, like, copping a hand grenade.
Puberty's a special time for a young boy.
That doesn't make sense. He had a hand grenade and knew how to use it.
He's played COD. He's fine.
Like, but can you imagine, like, you're a kid and you find a hand grenade and you're like, oh, fuck. So you pull the pin and throw it? How did he find a hand grenade and how did he, like, know how to use it? It doesn't make sense.
No, yeah, you're right. That's the part of this movie that doesn't make sense.
None of it makes sense. God damn, this movie's weird, man.
It's like one of those, I call it like a deprogramming movie. Because like if we were in the Matrix, this movie would be proof that we're in the Matrix. No, I'm not saying it's the Matrix, right. But like it's like all these incredible actors, especially now that Haley Steinfeld's like Gwen Stacy and Into the Spider-Verse, and she's a Bumblebee, and she's like the new hot shit.
She's the new hot shit,
and
dude.
we also have seen the disappearance of Topher Grace.
Like it happened live. Like he probably was supposed to be in this movie, and then they were unable to contact him.
Yeah, honestly,
or something.
That photo is the last anyone's ever seen.
That's the last anybody's seen of Topher Grace. That fake mustache photo. What the fuck? This movie's so weird. Like, why does this exist?
Now, can I give you a question, Avery?
Yeah, sure.
What do you think the tagline for this movie is?
Oh, man, I don't know. I gotta look at it.
It is.
What is it?
Two different spellings of click. Click, click, bang.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That was only like, that was such a small part. The like clickiness of those girls who just convinced her to be a mascot, and then that plot was over.
And then they fought later.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that was it. Like they were just like, you should be the mascot because boys like mascots. And then like it was over. And then that was the whole clicky part.
Yep. Clicky, clicky. Bang.
Click,
bang.
click, bang. There was a part at the end when Haley Steinfeld was like holding these handguns and that were like as big as her. And she had two of them and it looked like her arms were getting really tired.
She's like, I've sent you a photo, Avery.
She looked like the director was just like, keep them up. And like her arms were slowly slumping.
We're going to get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar back on the set to be your body double if you're not fucking careful.
You don't want that, do you?
No. He'll dream hook them. Or dream hook. Sky hook.
They used like invisible green screen wires to like hold her arms up. I was like, why are you going to make this young girl hold up like two full-size handguns?
My favorite,
like at arm's length too. That's like a shoulder workout.
All the fucking montages of like these like 6-year-old girls fucking like driving cars and shooting guns and stabbing stuffed animals. It's insane.
Yeah.
That one girl was on fire. Because she didn't.
I don't remember that.
There's a girl who like was using a flamethrower and like came back half on fire. He like Sam Jackson helps pat her out and goes, "That's why we wear the protection." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Also, who is this guy? Who is this guy who's like, you know what? Small children spies. all female. That's gonna be my thing. It's like, yeah.
Remember they say at the beginning though. They say at the beginning because who would expect a kid, right?
Yeah,
Which I guess I kind of get.
but his name is Hardman, and
Ew.
he's hanging out with all these kids. I don't know how I feel about any of it, Sam. Mr. Jackson, sir.
So what do you think? What do you think about Haley Steinfeld in general?
I don't know if she's a good actor or not.
I think it's too early to tell. She was only born in 1996.
Jesus
so
Christ,
she's pretty.
young.
She's 20. Yeah, she's 23, I think. So like it's kind of hard to tell. She's surfaceable for movies like this. I don't think she was.
I mean, she wasn't
terrible
bad,
in this. I mean,
I guess.
Yeah. But this movie was just a weird clusterfuck of stuff.
Was she
like
in
this
all
is
the
clearly
Pitch
before.
Perfects? She was in True Grit.
Really?
Yeah, she was Mattie
old?
Ross. She was in 2010, so it's a while ago. She would have been like a kid.
That's a while ago.
She's in Ender's Game. Barely, I'm still looking at this,
It looks like this was like the first thing that she really starred in.
She was already been nominated for an Oscar? No,
God,
that can't be
can you
right.
imagine being 23 years old and being nominated for an Oscar? That's kind of cool. She did
for
voice stuff.
True
Oh,
Grit.
okay, she was Gwen. Yeah. Oh no, shit, really.
So when she was like literally
So probably
a
she did a
child.
whole bunch of. It looks like she did a whole bunch of supporting stuff until like 2013, 14, 15, when she was probably old enough to take on
leading
like
roles.
just lead roles, and this is probably one of the first ones she did where she was a lead role.
Yeah. Oh my god, my mic. Okay.
Good for her.
Yeah, no.
Now she's in big movies, dude. Bumblebee, Into the Spider-Verse.
Dude, she was really good. in
Even if
Into
it's
the
just a voice
Spider-Verse.
credit.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I thought she was great.
That movie was like a big deal. Like we
Yeah.
liked it a lot, but we didn't realize how big of a deal it was going to end up being.
Yeah, I think people are gonna look back very fondly on that movie,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is really good. What is Dickinson? An Emily Dickinson TV series? That sounds really boring. That sounds really fucking
What
lame.
channel is this going to be on?
I don't know. PBS.
Oh, it's an Apple original. Shoot.
Oh,
my
that's
God.
happening.
Ah.
That's a thing, man. Apple's doing their own streaming service now, which I don't know if I'm okay with or not. I wonder if it's like gonna be free for Apple users. It's like now we have to gentrify Netflix is basically what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, now they're going to get rid of all the good stuff. Even though I don't understand. They just put Ant-Man and the Wasp on Netflix, but the Disney thing's coming out.
Ooh, that Disney thing has got me like almost a little concerned. Because I think if anybody can make Disney's not going to do something unsuccessfully. I think at this point they're kind of just this like enormous mega conglomerate of like everything in the entertainment industry at this point. So it's like I'm thinking about it and I'm like, man, what if that like totally kills Netflix? Right?
I think Netflix could die.
I think, well, I don't know. Maybe Netflix will just like dig itself into its niche farther.
I mean, they do
Like
have
I
good
think
shows.
I think they need to dial back on the independent movies because honestly, those have been pretty hit or miss lately.
Mm-hmm.
But like maybe like the show's like definitely a driving
Yeah,
force.
they have the flagships. They have fucking Stranger Things. They don't have any of the...
Which, by the way, what's happening with Stranger
I think
Things?
they're doing season 3.
A new season didn't come out this year. Hold on.
I would have known.
Stranger Things. Stranger Tings.
The tingo skrrr. Strange.
Season 3. Let's see.
They're actually pretty
2019.
good at,
Yeah, it's going to happen.
they're pretty good at their documentaries.
Yeah. Like that Fire Festival one was so good.
Yeah,
I was like sleepy when that came out and I was like, fuck, what's going on here?
I'm kind of into their shows if they only did one season of any of them.
Yeah. I kind of, this is really why I like Black Mirror because like every episode is a different thing.
Yeah,
like
it's not serialized. We need more of that.
Yeah. And that's what they should have done with Stranger Things, but over a season. So season 1, you get all the kids doing the ET thing. And then season 2,
Is something different.
you could even have some of the same actors, kind of like with American Horror Story, but like it's a totally different story, but instead they did a continuation. And I think that's why season 2 was a little more weak.
Yeah.
And I think season 3 is going to really suffer from that problem because like now where do they even go?
Yeah. I mean, this is why I hope they'd never do anything with The Haunting of Hill House because that show was perfect. Like,
yeah, I gotta watch it.
It's really good still, and it ends kind of weird, but I think all horror movies do.
I hope they just let it be.
Yeah,
they just let it
if you're
exist.
Gonna do something different. You know, you have
do
so
something
much
right,
content.
and then don't overdo it. So that's a problem that I have with television in general, man. And I know Netflix isn't really television, but it still suffers from similar problems.
I think that it
where they
suffers worse.
over serialize things.
It suffers worse with how. I think it's because of the release schedule almost.
Yeah, it like
be
gives a
bingeable.
constraint, and it has to be bingeable now, and also at the same time, like it has to like live up. Like if you have a really great concept like Stranger Things, it has to be just as good for the second season and the third season. It's like it's big shoes to fill that you made yourself.
They
know?
say about big shoes, right?
Big budget.
Big budget.
Yeah. Like how much? What do you think the budget of something like Stranger Things is? Probably a lot now, right?
Yeah, probably a lot.
Like, what's gonna happen when these kids are like too old to do this now? Are they too old yet?
I don't know if they're too old yet.
Probably not. They probably got like 2 more seasons. Like, what's gonna happen when these kids like start getting movie deals and falling off? Like, the show's gonna go downhill.
What are they
I
gonna do
know
when
there's gonna be
11
like
gets a crank
9
problem?
seasons. Gets a what problem?
Crank. I don't even know what drunk crank is.
Oh yeah, or like they're in their like early 20s, right? And they get into their partying phase, and they all have like coke bloat. Like they're just like, never mind. These are nice, cute kids. I'm not gonna say anything else. But
Oh, I thought of a new rap name today.
okay,
It's Versace Tamagotchi.
Tachi Tamagotchi.
Versace Tamagotchi.
Oh man,
Keep my name out your mouth.
40 guac is my favorite one.
40 guac. 40 guac.
You're in my phone as Asher Dunnett's 40 guac.
No fucking joke.
I'm serious. Asher Dunnett's 40 guac. Like in capital letters.
40 guac.
Yeah, dude. Man, so barely lethal weapon.
This movie is incredible. I can't get over its existence, dude. It's insane, right?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
feel worse for watching it?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, much worse.
Yeah. Like there was some like humor to be derived from it, but I was like watching it. I was like embarrassed. I was like, man, I hope somebody cool doesn't walk in the room. I'm like in my bedroom. Like,
Fucking
geez, I
Cash
can't
walks
let
in.
anybody know.
Yo, this movie is a nickel, dog.
There's like those bitchy click girls walk in, and they're
Yeah,
like, "You should be
girls
a
love
mascot."
it.
You're watching movies like this. Girls love it when you watch movies like this. I'm like, "Fuck, I know you're lying to me. I'm not going to be your mascot."
Some guys come in and try and kidnap you, but they're really just from the high school down the road.
And my body double beats them up in the living room.
It's fucking Victoria Beckham. That's your body double.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, man. I don't know. This movie sucked.
All right, why don't we give this some words, some birds, and some freaking girds? Know what I'm saying? It's nickel.
Ayo, and some curds.
Yeah,
Like,
poutine,
Yeah.
baby.
ayo. You want me to start? I don't really have 5 words yet.
Oh, I do. I do.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Let's hear it.
I'll get this started. This movie is nickel, yo.
Ayo.
This movie's freaking nickel, my guy.
That's what's up.
This movie is an experience. If you have not yet watched it, you really need to watch it. I literally can't recommend seeing this movie enough. This movie's a 1.
I was gonna do the same thing.
Honestly, did you like it more or less than Grindelwald?
From a technical perspective, it was not as good as Grindelwald. from a perspective where I can actually like enjoy it, like and just laugh at the sheer bewilderment, I would say it's better than Grindelwald for sure.
Did Sid see this movie?
No, I waited till she was asleep. I was worried she was gonna wake up and be like, "What the fuck?
Are you jerking
What are
off
you
right
watching?"
now? Your
I was
Honor,
so
that was
worried
a joke.
that she was gonna wake up. No.
No, it wasn't a joke, Avery.
No, I was not jerking off to this movie.
Cash.
God, he's here now. I can just hear him in my brain. Fucking worst. Hate this movie. All right, my 5 words. Okay. I fucking hate this movie.
All right.
So there you go. Leave me alone. Don't at me. Don't at me. Don't at me. Barely lethal. There you go. 5 words. Yeah, man, this movie gets a 1 out of 10.
Would you
don't
say watch
fucking
it?
watch it. Don't fucking watch it.
This is very hurtful, Avery.
You're gonna be embarrassed. You're gonna like. It was embarrassing. I was just like, I felt like voyeuristic watching it. I was like, I shouldn't. I'm too old to watch this shit. I can't do this. I feel like
I don't even know who it's made for, dude.
Right? Like I was like,
this is like a teenage movie.
It's made for teenage girls.
But I'm like,
I was
also,
it made me feel gross. I was just like, I shouldn't be watching this. This is inappropriate.
This is like less woke than a Mary Kate and Ashley movie.
Yeah.
And those ones are about the cute boy.
Yeah, it made me feel so uncomfortable. I was like, I shouldn't be watching. It's like when you watch like teen flicks from the Disney Channel, and it just makes you feel like this is what kids are like. Do kids like this shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm too old for this. Clearly, I was definitely too old for this movie, and I felt very weird watching it. It was not great. Good. Don't watch it. Don't fucking watch it. Just nobody watch it. I swear to God, if you watch it, I'm gonna know, listeners.
I swear.
I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know.
If you don't watch it, I'm over. It's over. Our podcast is breaking up with you.
If you watch this movie, you're not allowed to listen to the podcast anymore.
If you watch this movie, you're not allowed in heaven anymore. Sorry, Christians.
This is so bad. This movie was so bad. Like, it sucked.
Like you're like a very good sport until these last like 5 minutes where you're just like, ugh, I'm in hell.
Well, now I can unload. Now I can just like, because I can laugh at it from before, but now I'm just like going over the totality of the circumstances. I'm like, man, this is bad. It made me uncomfortable. It was bad. Like, the effects sucked ass. Everything. Fucking Jessica Alba gets handcuffed to a plane somehow. I don't know. They like shoot a balloon up in the air with a rope, and then the plane catches the rope, and then they fly away. But wouldn't the balloon just pop? And it doesn't make sense.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't make any sense.
Batman did it in The Dark Knight to get Lao out of China. You loved it, you sick fuck.
You know what? That's still not okay. All right? That's still not okay. I don't care if it's Batman, if it's Jessica Alba. I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? You can't catch a balloon with a plane. It doesn't make any sense.
You can't catch a plane with a balloon.
No, you can't do either. Planes and balloons don't go together. You probably can't even get a balloon onto a plane.
But you can catch a nickel.
Balloons don't come close to planes, I think, ever. You can't get a balloon through TSA, can you?
I mean, when the government was shut down, it was a possibility.
Yeah. Those TSA guys did not give a fuck.
I'm really glad. Oh, I guess we do have one announcement.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have our super romantic episode next week, and the week after that, we're going to be watching Alita Battle Angel, and I'm actually going to be in Austin.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully my microphone won't be broken anymore.
At least we'll have mine.
Yeah, that's true. If we need to do that, we can set it up. We'll do some soundproofing in my little baby studio here. I think I know what I'm going to do already. I'm going to put some blankets up on the walls or some shit. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, I surprised Avery with a little gift of me coming early this year.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
I'm kind of like Christmas.
Except it comes in February.
And it comes coming really early this year.
It's not the only thing that's coming in February. What? Because of Valentine's Day. Get it? What? Yes, that was so good. Yes.
That was romantic as shit.
The most romantic comment I could have made.
I'm all about love, baby.
It's going to be amazing. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Welcome to Wow. Cast. That meme from like last year.
Wow.
I think we're dating ourselves.
Everyone's going to know we recorded this in 2015 when this movie came out.
All right. Okay. I'm done.
That's good. I have to pee.
Yeah, it is. I do have to pee. I always have to pee by the end of these. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Because I drink like a Red Bull and like a big old glass of water.
I peed in the middle of this episode.
I don't know how you did that.
The mic has a mute function.
What? We were having a conversation. That's not possible.
See if you can hear it. See if you can hear it. I fucking pee during the episode.
All right, listeners, start the episode over so we get an extra download count and see if you can find when Asher pees in the middle of the episode. Whoever finds it gets a special surprise.
It's
during our special sexy episode for Valentine's Day.
It's going to be an audio striptease of me where you just hear me getting naked.
The first audio podcast striptease.
You don't know if I'm actually naked, but you can hear it.
Yeah. I'm always naked when we record.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get used to that when you're here, huh? Read it and weep. I'm going to be like, check this out.
Holy, yeah, you're covered in literary tattoos. You were joking when you said read it and weep. Oh my God, it's from The Fault in Our Stars and it's beautiful.
It's all Emily Dickinson poems.
God damn it.
All right. Goodbye, guys. Thanks for listening to us.
More like P90X for large.
Yeah, extra